What's up, Pisces? And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Okay, guys, so let's jump right into this, your October reading. Well, let's see what's been going on. Now, this will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. It is a general reading, guys. I do not expect it to resonate with everybody. But if you do want something that resonates, a personal reading always will, okay? And for anyone looking to get a personal reading, at the end of any video I put out, I will always talk about where you can get it, what to expect, the wait time. So please, 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 please listen to that so that you know exactly how I work and operate and what to expect from me, okay? All right, so let's see what's going on. Again, for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. What is going on with the sign of Pisces? October 2018. Definitely many changes in the air. Venus retrograde, I feel like, is kicking a lot of people's asses. So hopefully you guys are able to kind of just slide right past this. And I'm so sad I made coffee and I forgot it was here. That is life in a cup. Okay. Okay, guys. That card wanted to flip. We'll see why. The energy that we have here is the Magician in the reverse. So there could be a situation you guys are dealing with where there's some sort of manipulation or just something you're no longer choosing to manifest. But I do see you guys, you know, stabilizing yourself after some hard times that you came out of and giving up on something that could have definitely caused problems. Okay? You have the Nine of Wands in the reverse, Page of Swords in the reverse, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Now, with the Chariot here, it's like you guys take control of the situation. Nine of Swords in the reverse. Anything that you may have been worried about is kind of dissipating. Going to your past, we have the World card. So a chapter of your life that you're closing out. And something new that you're getting into, something that's going to be good and beneficial to you. But it involves walking away from someone or from something that you were emotionally invested in. Three of Cups in the reverse. So with the Three of Cups in the reverse, if it was a relationship, it could have been a third-party situation you had to walk away from. If it was a friendship or just a job, anything like that, you just weren't feeling it anymore. You thought it was something that needed to be closed out, okay? Or maybe someone felt they had to close things out with you. Now, with the Three of Swords in the reverse, I feel like this is something that you really had to suppress, some sort of pain that you felt here, okay? We have the Death card in the reverse, so you're suppressing pain that you feel, but there's a situation that you haven't fully, you know, tied the loose ends of it. And we have the Eight of Swords, so you're mentally stuck on it. You feel trapped. You feel like you can't move forward. Or you don't know where to begin. All right? And with the Four of Pentacles, there's a sense of guardedness that you have within yourself. For some of you, it could be, you know, pinching a penny, whether it's just to save or whether you're tight with money at the time. Okay, but we do have the Four of Cups in the reverse as your last card for the past. So this is something here that is being accepted, an offer that's being accepted, whether you're accepting it or someone else is. We have the Two of Swords in the reverse, so a very definite decision that you make on this. One that probably wasn't easy, but one that needed to be made. And with the Eight of Wands in the reverse, you could be accepting the fact and making the decision to stop talking to someone. Okay, or stop putting a lot of effort into things, especially if it was something that wasn't being reciprocated, okay? And we have the Ace of Wands in the reverse, so some sort of fallout, something that didn't move forward or didn't go through. Now, in the present moment, we have the Page of Cups. So you guys speaking to someone, an idea that you have, something that you're working on, a passion that you want to build. Being in the talking phases of something. And we have the King of Cups. Regardless of what's happening right now, you guys are coming off, you know, very powerful aura. Okay, with the Ace of Swords, this is going to be something that's in the works, but knowing that there's bullshit from your past that you really just have to cut out. Okay, with the Hierophant in the reverse and the Temperance card in the reverse, there's just something that was slightly unconventional. Maybe it was a Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini, or something that you really just have to be a hard ass and just, you know, cut out. But there's something that you're turning your back on. And not only are you going to be expanding now, but with the Hanged Man, you know, it's a sense of your soul finding a path that it's at ease with, okay? And the center of this reading is the Wheel of Fortune, okay? So even if this huge change that you're going through right now was uncomfortable, I see it really, really benefiting you guys. Okay, despite how you feel about it now, it is something that's going to have your life move forward in a much better way, even if you can't see the result of it yet. All right, we have the Queen of Cups. So guys, you're coming out with the most powerful cards in the upright. So your energy right now is very strong. You're going to have a lot of pull and influence in the direction you want to go. Ten of Swords in the reverse, something that may have ended abruptly, or something that was, you know, maybe a betrayal that you felt, or that someone you were dealing with felt, but you guys moving past it, knowing that the worst is behind you. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords in the reverse. So somebody who's usually very intellectual, that's just being a bit reckless and doing things without thinking. All right, and we have the Ace of Cups. So it could be something new that you're starting, but have you fully thought it out, Pisces? Okay. And you have the Ace of Pentacles. So just with the energy, I would say that this is a good thing, but there's probably an energy around you guys that isn't okay 100% with the new beginning that you're having. But I see passion coming in. I see financial stability coming in. So you guys are definitely going towards something solid. With the Emperor, this is you kind of just making that boss decision and doing something that's going to be right for you. After falling out of something that you knew wasn't going to work, something that was toxic. So you guys are moving away from something toxic and starting something that could be very promising, especially long term. Okay, but in the future, either there's going to be some sort of rejection, or, you know, someone feeling left out in the cold. For some of you, it could be being slightly just in a rough place monetarily, okay? So I would definitely say not to overspend, or not to get things that you don't absolutely need right now if you guys can avoid it. We have the Tower card here, where there's a huge change that happens. There's something that really shakes up the ground beneath you, okay? And we have the King of Pentacles. All right, so for those of you that had some sort of money issues, that's gone. That's going away. And it's going away in a significant extent, where I see a lot of money coming in, because this is the most financially stable person in the deck, the King of Pentacles. Okay, for some of you, there could be a change in regards to a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But again, it's showing the same energy, because there's this air energy that's kind of like upset with this new beginning that's happening for you. So you have something good coming in. You're coming from a place where things are really, really tough, but there's something that you fell out of where somebody's very, very bitter, but you just knew it was bad judgment. Okay? And with the Nine of Pentacles, whether you're in a relationship or not, you are self-sufficient on your own. You're able to handle everything on your own. All right? We have the Two of Wands. You guys find passion in life. If any of you were struggling with a job, or looking for a new one, or, you know, just on, you know, in the field of looking, then I definitely see something huge coming in that's going to be very stable. You guys are really stabilizing yourselves. I see you being powerful. I see you getting good money. Your heart and soul may be a little bit debilitated for a little bit, okay, because there's something that you're feeling a loss over. But monetarily, for a lot of you, you're really coming up, okay, or just something new coming into your life that is going to be able to stabilize yourself. So for this Five of Cups, we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hermit card in the reverse. So there's something, you know, even with the Fool card in the reverse here as well, and the High Priestess, there's something that you knew wasn't going to be good for you. That's that Pisces intuition coming in. And it's something that you didn't just walk away from. You put a lot of effort into this. And, you know, with Pisces, the thing with you guys is, you guys really want to understand why things work the way they do, whether it's a fallout that you're having with the person, or if someone cheats, or if someone, you know, asks you for certain things. You want to understand. You want to understand why. And it's like you guys have that emotional connection with the world, where you can see things, you know, or want to see things in a very clear way. But there's something in here that you tried and tried, and it just wasn't working out. So you know you have to let it go. But because you guys let it go, there's a very big come up that comes from it. Okay, even if it's within love that this is all happening, I still feel like monetarily you guys will benefit. Okay, you'd be surprised how much, you know, shitty ass friends, or you know, just bad lovers, how much they can affect your money. Okay, I've been by myself and made crazy amounts of money, and I get distracted for a week or two with shitty people, and it's just like, oh my god, this is the lowest income I've had in a while. So it really does affect everything. Okay, don't let anybody be the reason you're not eating. Alright guys, so Earth Magic Oracle cards by Stephen D. Farmer. Let's see what's in the cards for you guys. What card of guidance does the sign of Pisces need to see? But yeah, with Pisces, you know, being my moon, this definitely resonates for me as well. So I'm glad I'm part of this. Okay. Okay, awesome. So you guys were on a particular path. There's things that you want to do with your life or things that you're working on, but with Vision Quest in the reverse, your vision, it's like it wasn't clear for a little while. It was, maybe you had someone distracting you or just a distraction in general. But now it's time for something new, guys. Reactivation, rebirth, getting your shit back together, okay? Being that phoenix that kind of burns in flames and then rises from its ashes. We have two very, you know, powerful cards in my opinion. Breach and shape-shifting. What this means is, guys, you can breathe. You could come up for air, okay? If any of you guys have Taurus in your charts, that is my sun sign. But I feel like this message is going to be very similar with the one that I gave Taurus. So watch like the last 10 minutes of that video if you have time. But guys, this is going to be a moment where you can breathe. And I was just talking about how a lot of people are having that moment where they can breathe, but it's just, it's coming to people in different ways. For some people, there's things coming into their lives where they're so happy and it's just like tears of happiness and being able to breathe and letting go of burdens. For other people, maybe it's shitty things that they go through, but they get out of it and it's like, finally I can breathe. So whether it's something bad that you're coming out of or something good that you're going towards, guys, you're going to be able to breathe, okay? That air is going to come back in, your lungs are going to get nice and full, and you're going to feel good. You're going to feel like there's hope, okay? And we have shape-shifting, which is showing that right now, whatever's happening in your environment, whatever's happening in your life, you are able to adapt. You are able to get through these circumstances. So whatever it is that's going on, okay, if you guys were, for example, okay, this is going to be a literal example, but think of it metaphorically. If you're in some sort of place, let's say you live in Jamaica or somewhere amazing and warm, okay, and out of nowhere you have to move to New York next week, okay, yeah, it's going to feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you can buy a jacket, you can get gloves, okay, you can warm yourself up. You guys can adapt to the new environment. So whatever it is that you need to get, whatever it is you have to do to adjust to this new environment, do it. You're going to be very powerful in it, and it might require some change, but it's definitely for the best. Just make sure that the end goal, not just of what you want in this particular situation, of what you want in life, make sure your vision is clear, guys. Okay, make sure it's clear. And this is something that kind of just fell upon me recently. Actually, today I was talking about it right before I did this reading, where I said, there's a goal that I have. There's something I've been wanting to do for years. What the hell am I waiting for? Why haven't I started? Do I think that this is something that's just going to fall into my lap? No, I need to start working on it. I need to start writing down what this is and how it's going to come about. So whatever it is, guys, you know, look at your life goal, what you want at the end, and then come back to this one situation and moment and say, will this help me get there? And if the approach that you're taking will not help you, what approach will? Okay, so guys, I love you. A lot to think about here. Now, every day, guys, on my Instagram, I do post a daily energy. So let your friends know, let your family members know, whoever it is you guys share these videos with. It's High Vibrations 44 on Instagram. Okay. Now, for those of you that do want a personal reading, right now the wait time is anywhere from 3 to 4 weeks. If you guys need something quickly, you know, returned to you in regards to videos, get the emergency reading. I'll get that out within 2 days, excluding Sundays. And what else? I do have an option on my page called a quick question as well, for those of you that maybe don't want to pay the price of the emergency readings. So it's just $10. Just ask me one question. I'll send you a short 2 to 3 minute video with your answer. You get that response very quickly. Also, For iPhone users, I'm on an app called Instant Go. This is the absolute fastest, quickest way to get a hold of me, because I don't send you a video or anything. You guys ask me a question, pull the cards, and I type the response to you, okay? So it's the quickest thing, because I can look like una bruja, or a witch as some say, just all shriveled up and crazy at night. So I don't have to look, you know, in the mirror and make sure that I'm good. I can just, you know, write it out to you and let you know what the answer is. Now the way that that works is you guys just find me. All of these links are in the description, but once you find me on Instant Go, just ask me whatever questions. If you have more than one, ask it all at once, and then depending on how many questions you ask, I will send you guys the invoice for it. Once you pay it, let me know. I'll answer your questions, okay? Okay, Pisces, good luck with everything. You guys are doing well. Take care.